program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good afternoon. You're on the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. My name is Boom San Agustin. This is SME Forum. Why are you laughing at?
This is a mellow version of you. I haven't seen in a long while.
It's a mellow What do you mean mellow?
You're so calm, and it took you twice as long to announce.
Twice as long?
Yeah.
Really?
I noticed these things.
Yeah, okay, you notice it. Why? Oh, never mind. Alvin Tan, people.
Hey.
So,
Hi. Hey there.
So
Thanks
how's
for
your
joining
shirt?
us. It's wrinkly, and thanks for pointing it out.
I like making fun of you and making you look bad in front of the camera.
Oh yeah, you're a pro at that.
Just kidding. But today we're going to talk about something
I've never heard of. I mean, this.
You've never heard of?
In this show.
In this show,
we've never done something.
We've never done something. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had people sing. No, we have.
No, not yet. But
Uh-huh.
these are very interesting, very artistic.
Why
people.
is it interesting? Why?
First of all, they're siblings.
They're siblings.
And
Siblings. No, not seedlings.
Yeah.
Siblings. That's brother, sister. Yeah. Brother.
And they are very well-rounded. I mean, multi-talented.
Multi-talented.
They keep surprising me every time I meet them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's introduce them.
Yeah.
Okay, they are artists, and you know the type of art they do is something that is worth talking about. That's why they're here today. And let's first introduce Miss Kooky Tuason.
Hi.
And Kooky is. I mean, you've been here.
Yes.
Time and again behind the camera.
Behind the
Sometimes,
scenes.
yes.
Mostly behind the camera. And of course, her brother, Richard.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes. And now do we start?
Yeah.
Do we start? Well, we first start. Well, you are brother and sister, right?
Yes.
Hindi halata. Hindi halata. No? Mas mukhang magkapatid kayo.
Oh, yeah.
Oo nga, no?
Di ba?
Could be three of us even.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, but let me start first with what you do. Let's start with you, Kooky. What do you do?
I'm a spoken word artist.
Spoken word artist.
Now you need to explain what that means.
No, you confused me.
Yeah.
What does spoken word artist mean?
A spoken word artist is someone who performs poetry. Spoken word performance per se is part theater, part performance, part singing.
Part singing?
It's part everything, basically. Yeah, it's also part storytelling.
So it's like battle rap? No.
A little bit of that sometimes.
A little bit of battle rap.
Yes.
Wow, yeah. A little bit of everything.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, can you give us a sample?
What now? Maybe later.
Later.
Yeah.
That's a surprise. Okay. Richard, could you tell us what you do? This is going to take...
Do you have an hour?
Okay, Richard, can you tell us what you do?
I'm an artist and I do paint and I do sculpture, assemblage, like what you've seen a while ago.
Yeah, you do music?
Yes, I do music also, but
painting, sculpture, music. What don't you do? Spoken word.
Yeah.
You can also do that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're probably criticizing the art in our set.
He was thinking of donating art, actually.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, just to make it look better. No. Just kidding. Okay. So you do all of this stuff. I mean, okay, I have a question before we go to your backgrounds.
Okay.
How do you separate art from the rest of things? I mean, what I do, let's say, for instance, I feel there's a lot of creative things that happen, right?
Okay.
Like, let's say, making a PowerPoint slide. Okay, that's a creative thing. And there are a lot of people who create things, right? So, like a program, a computer program. But what defines art? I mean, what's the separating line between, like, say, somebody who creates a computer program and somebody who creates music?
Wow, tough question right off the
Okay.
bat.
Okay. This is how I see it, no? Because I'm a spiritual person.
You're spiritual.
The way I see it, God is the creator of all things and every man. And we are given that kind of talent to be able to create something, anything, out of nothing. So yun yung share, that's the kind of gift that we wanted to share with everyone. Like, for example, me, I perform my poems, and that's what I share to the world. Yung parang, I try to inspire as many as possible using words.
Yes, using words. Okay, so it's more of what inspires.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the dividing. Well, it's a gray line, yeah, because many things can cross over. Pero basically, that's the line. Do you agree, Richard?
Yeah, I agree also because I think we're one naman with our statement. So nag-agree din kami kung what we believe in, and also I think that's a gray area, no. Sometimes kasi it's hard for people to to separate art and creativity, and well, ikaw na yun ikaw na yung magsasabi kung art yun, and for other people it's not art, but for you it's art, then that's it. Kasi nobody can contest it.
Okay.
Just as long as you're delivering your message to the people, I think that's what matters. If it's from your heart and if it's from your passion, I think that's the line.
Oh, okay. So I can put my PowerPoint slides up here.
It is art, man. I totally appreciate it.
Yeah. You can do your PowerPoint as long as there is art and in it. I think that's
It's still art.
yeah, it's still art.
Okay.
You're an artist.
I think
I'm an
kung
artist.
compassionate ka with it,
Ah,
diba?
there you
And doing
go.
it, if you placed your heart in it, then yun na yun eh.
Okay, all right. And there are people who just create because it's a necessity, and that's probably not art. I mean, for them, it's just, well, let's do this, you know. And there are people who don't consider their works art. Okay, so it's up to the artist himself.
Yes.
I think
I'm
so.
an artist.
Kasi ano naman yun eh, yung soul mo.
there
Diba?
we go.
How you allow your soul to speak, to communicate. So, yun yan. As long as you do that's being passionate eh. That's being passionate about something. Kahit ano yung gawin mo, diba? Whether you're a carpentero or, diba, you're a plumber. Diba? If you're passionate about what you're doing, then you're being an artist in your own right.
Carpintero,
Yeah.
Artist yan sa akin.
I guess what matters most is time. Kasi for me, kahit hindi ka bayaran, ito pa rin yung gagawin mo in your lifetime. So, dun mo lang ma-assess kung if you're an artist or not, if you're into business or if you're into art or something else.
Okay, we'll get to business and art later. But let's get a little bit to the background, which actually leads to somewhat of the background. Can you tell us how did you get started? Let's start with Richard. Richard, how did you find out you were an artist, and how did you get started with it?
Medyo mahabang story.
Yeah, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think nag-start well, meron na siyang signs nung bata pa ako eh. So, hindi ko lang siguro na-enhance or nag-grow kung ano yung
At what age ba?
Elementary?
Elementary?
Yeah.
Na-discover mo na?
Yeah. Yung times na pinag-drawing ka sa blackboard. Yung mga gano'n. Yung pinag-drawing.
Punishment?
Hindi naman. Oh, sino marunong mag-drawing dito? Oh, sige, sir, si Richard. Ayan. Tapos, ikaw yung nagda-drawing ng map of the Philippines. Tapos, yung yung sa loob ng katawan, yung mga
Parts
ganon,
of the body.
parts of the body, yung mga ganon. So, yun, that early, na-discover ko na rin na meron akong talent. Pero hindi ko alam kung paano ko siya i-channel or how to share it or paano ko ba siya like Michelangelo or like yung mga famous artists, hindi ko alam paano ko siya dadalhin doon. Pero until sa one time last 2001 when I started, kumaga din-wrap off ko yung job ko, yung daytime job ko as a graphic artist. So, yun, I started full-time in painting.
Ayun. Okay, mamaya na natin pag-usapan kung may kita doon. Pero ano natin, Kooky, bakit spoken word? Anong
Okay, ganito kasi yan. I've always been a quiet person.
Okay.
I'm an introvert. Kumbaga, parating best friend ko, yung pen and paper. Yan, growing up, ganyan talaga ako. So, yung high school, I discovered that I could actually write. So, ayan, kakasulat ko, gano'n. Siyempre, alam mo naman yung teenage years, di ba? Masyado kang maraming angst. So, nilalabas ko lahat on paper. Tapos, hanggang sa, one day, I decided na, lang to, mga 2004, parang I came from a heavy breakup. And then, I decided to produce an album. So, I compiled some of my, the poems I've written. And then, I asked my friends to help me out in recording my poems. And then, that's how Romancing Venus came about. Hanggang sa nakagawa na ako ng 2 albums from that. And then, actually, 4 na ngayon yung albums na meron ako after the 2 volumes of Romancing Venus. Naglabas ako ng Bigkas Pilipinas, and then eto kalalabas lang din na we'll launch it soon here in Manila. It's my collaboration work with Manila Meets with the artists in Toronto. The album is called In Transit, Manila Meets Toronto.
Wow.
So the Arts Council of Canada funded it. And then the book.
International plus a book.
Yes.
Plus a book. Wait, we'll get to the book later. Pero just one last question before we go into the break.
Okay.
Yung spoken word, I mean, is this a new form or matagal na ba to? Paano ba nag-umpisa to?
Actually, matagal na siya, pero nag-i-evolve lang parati yung pangalan. Alam mo yun, nag-i-evolve yung pag-brand sa kanya, yung kasi nag-start din yan sa hip-hop culture industry.
Hip-hop? So
the
battle
beats,
rap talaga.
The beat poetry
Okay.
generation, the beat culture. Tapos, ayan, recently lang kasi inaano ng Pilipinas parang sinastart na tanggapin na may ganito eksena. Pero ngayon medyo underground pa rin gawin. Pero kahit pa paano, alam mo yun, ipupush mo na. Actually, most of our gigs, sa embassies, ganon. We also have corporate shows, ganon.
How is that underground kung nasa corporate?
Hindi talaga yung corporate.
It's not really mainstream.
Yes, hindi siya mainstream talaga It's hard to pa rin parang...
Yung acceptance, but hindi pa...
Yes, oo. Nagkaroon ako ng radio program in the past. Ayun, actually, medyo lumakas noon ng poetry ng time na yan.
Kailangan ibalik. Anyway,
Yes, malapit na.
we're going to our break and don't touch that dial or that remote. We'll be back in just a jiff. Okay,
Boom, what are you holding there?
That's the book. That's Kooky's book. What's the title?
Picket lines.
Picket lines. Wow, I can see the lines.
Yeah.
And the curves.
What
too.
line?
We'll talk about this book right now. Okay. So.
Okay, you hold on to it.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. Okay. So,
Okay, you can move now.
Yeah, you can move now. Don't stay too long on that one, right? Okay. So, Kooky, can you tell us what this book is about?
Okay, Picket Lines, Dialogues Between Eves, Among Eves, and For Eves is a coffee table book.
Coffee table book?
Yes. We've yet to launch this, sometime October.
Wow, first tayo.
It's a compilation of different sorts of women, 100 plus women. Marty's the one who knows all the details about this.
Marty knows all.
Marty is my project manager.
Okay.
But yeah,
I thought
actually,
Richard knew all the women.
So as you can see, there are powerful statements here. The ones written by the females.
Yeah, can we check that out?
Okay.
Just check that out. Okay. So who wrote those? Okay. Right, so Miracle of Divine Contradiction. Wow. And who's this?
She's Micheline Sihuko is an accessory designer.
And so the words are written on their body.
Are they written or this Photoshop or?
And those were written.
Written, okay. Not tattooed.
Some are Photoshop.
Okay. So there are one-liners,
Yeah.
one-liners on these talented, famous ladies.
Malakas at maganda. And
She's
tell me
a synchronized swimmer, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Okay,
Right.
there's a question
Okay.
on your mind, right? Who's on the cover?
oh, yeah. Who's on the cover here?
You don't know?
Boom doesn't know.
I don't know. Who's on the cover?
Tell him. Tell him.
Do I
Do you
I
want to know? Yes, you know that person.
I know this person. Okay,
She's right here.
She is? This is you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Why'd you look at it again?
I would just, it looks different from me. Okay, wow. Now that's a bold statement. That's a bold
Our
statement.
beneficiary, by the way, is the Women's Crisis Center.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
so
you have a
it's-
beneficiary for this.
Yes.
So it's a great concept. It's a great concept, and this is really art. I mean, photography and spoken word, written word.
plus a
Yes.
message, a real message. And how long did it take you to put this together?
1.5 years.
1.5 years. Man, labor of love indeed.
Yes.
Ah.
To gather all these 100 ladies
Uh-huh.
and photography.
The
and
funding.
Funding,
also,
funding.
Yeah.
Wait. Aside from the book, I think you guys have a show coming up or something, concert.
My
Yeah.
brother has an exhibit tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
The-
Friday. Yeah, tomorrow. That will be on in
Art Center.
Art Center Mega Mall.
Mega Mall Art
yeah,
Center,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
That's the annual sculpture review by Gallery 9.
And you have You have.
Yeah, I do have a sculpture there. It's
Sayang, we don't have the picture.
yeah, yeah.
Oh. What's the sculpture about?
It's more of assemblage. It's a wall-bound sculpture, and yeah, maybe
Wall-bound.
Yeah, wall-bound
Ibig
sculpture.
sabihin yung parang minamount sa wall.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes. And I think they should go there na lang para to see it.
Ayun, para makita nyo, pumunta na lang kayo.
But I just found out recently na sculptor pala si Richard. I knew he was a musician and
And a
everything.
painter.
Sculptor. So I attended a workshop just last week.
Are you a dancer
He
too?
teaches too. He did a few dance moves,
Sometimes.
yeah.
Sa bahay, sa bahay.
In high
Oh.
school.
Can you do the running man? No.
While
In
playing
the
his-
Roger Rabbit.
Just off cam.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, with so many different various media that you can choose from, I mean, how do you stay focused on any of them? It's really music and then sculpture and painting.
Well, finally, I settled with sculpture na lang and paintings. Kasi music, hindi siya masyadong for me eh. So, I can play instrument, but I think wala dun yung passion ko, wala dun yung time ko. Yun. Yung investment ng time, hindi masyado dun eh. For art lang talaga. I mean, for painting and sculptures.
Yeah, you have to define kasi what
Yeah.
you want. Okay, let's talk about pagkakakitaan.
Pera na.
Pera na pag-usapan natin. Kasi this is a show
Yeah,
about
yeah.
business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is there money in art, Kooky?
There is.
Okay, how?
Ano lang yan kasi, you need to plant the seeds first. So, ganon, yung ginagawa namin. Unti-unti, di ba? Tapos hanggang sa we're getting paid more and more. Alam mo yan,
Really?
we're getting booked.
Uh-huh.
Before kasi parang mga ano lang eh, mga sa gilid-gilid lang na
Okay.
performances, like small venues.
Uh-huh.
Tapos hanggang sa you get invited na to
That's spoken word, right?
schools, yes, and then to embassies, to corporate shows. So siya,
Nagra-ramp
nagkakaroon ng ingay.
Uh-huh.
And then once magkaroon ng ingay, yun na. That's when people start getting curious. Ano bang meron dyan? And then yun na. They start supporting it.
Actually, we had a Toastmaster. You were there.
Yeah. We witnessed that.
We tried to put the Toastmasters meeting in there. And finally realizing they don't need Toastmasters.
Magaling pa nga eh.
They were better than
Way better.
So yeah, it was a futility thing. Anyway,
It was a humbling experience for us.
It was. But let's go back to how about the different types part like let's say sculptor or painting. Is there anything?
Let me say this first, no. Art is like business.
Okay, art
and-
is like this.
Yes, and art is business. At the same time.
Okay.
Kasi siya eh, at first, sinabi ko art is like business. At first, 'di ba, you have to invest more time in i-introduce mo yung sarili mo sa market, pakilala ka with all the marketing stuff, and yun, until eventually makilala ka. Just like mga sari-sari store, una, maliit lang yung kaya mong i-provide sa tindahan, and until such time, maging grocery store ka na, and just like any big businesses out there. And yun, and that's, and let me quote my friend, na artist. So, pag nasa studio yung art, that's art. I mean, yung paintings mo, yung all your artworks. Pag nilabas mo na siya ng studio mo, that's business. Yeah, kasi hindi pwedeng nandun lang siya. Anong gagawin mo doon? I mean, nobody can appreciate it. And pag nilabas mo na siya, then that's the time na they can, magkano yan? Ang ganda, yun. Well, yun, different taste lang talaga eh. So, you can find the right people who will invest in your art. So, just yung mga
may
tao,
market talaga.
Yeah, may market talaga for, kasi iba-iba naman yung gusto ng mga tao eh. Iba-iba yung gusto nila abstract, gusto nila modern, yung iba gusto nila contemporary na. So, iba-iba eh.
Oo, yung anak ko tinatanong ko kung ano yung scene niya dun sa painting niya. Kanya wala. Feel ko lang.
Art pa rin yun.
Art pa rin yun, di ba? Do you feel that way sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. Kasi,
let it out on the canvas.
Yeah. Kasi, para sabi rin ng iba na nagko-coach about art, na, kasi, just like artist block, writer's block, kailangan i-express mo lang until such time, ma-discover mo yung right technique. Kasi, just let it all out. Kasi, doon lang din naman yung through experimentation, doon lang din naman lumalabas yung, that brilliant idea, ayun. Parang, there are 1,001 ways to create a technique. Parang ganon. So, you just have to discover it for yourself.
Meron ka bang signature style?
Right now, I'm still trying to figure out kung ano talaga yung style ko. But right now, meron akong medyo distinct. I don't know if I'm sure may mga gumagawa rin ito. Pero I'm using piano parts kasi.
Piano parts?
Yeah. Mga discarded na piano parts. Even the buong piano parts.
For
I mean, buong piano.
For your artwork? For
Yeah.
the sculpture?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Kooky? Is there a distinct style to spoken word?
I write about love.
Oh.
Yes.
Doesn't everybody?
What?
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my pet dog. Okay. I mean, but what about love do you write? I mean, is it about women's views or men's views?
Actually, iba-iba eh. Kasi when you say love, it's a very colorful thing. Ang dami-daming niyan eh, di ba? Ng side ng love na from being heartbroken, di ba? Love na yan, di ba? Tapos yung syempre, pag elated ka, so you also write about love. Iba-ibang klase ng pagmamahal. Ganon, a love for a mom, a love for like a pet, ganyan, di ba?
Yes.
A love for a loved one, iba-ibang yan.
Okay.
Tapos add ko lang din doon sa sa business nung like for example, sa writing, minsan iba may mga projects na on the side na they hire you to write stuff. So yeah, that's extra money for you.
Okay.
And then also I get to teach.
You get to teach?
Yes. I teach performance poetry once in a while. So yun, sa Ateneo at kung saan-saan pa. Saan maimbitahan.
I mean, going back to Richard, sorry. Ang tawag ito, yung may old adage na kailangan mamatay ka muna bago maging sikat yung artist. Hindi na totoo yun.
Not so much anymore.
Hindi
Kasi maraming artists na katulad na young artists and very sobrang nag-aano sila sa market eh. Kahit sa mga auctions, ayoko na lang mag-mention ng mga artists, pero maraming na-auction sa atin. Actually, very thriving ang Philippines or Asian art per se sa market in terms of art. I mean, contemporary art.
So, sasabihin ko sa anak ko, hindi na siya kailangan magpakamatay.
No
Peng, Peng, okay na. Okay na.
You mentioned about planting seeds. Gaano katagal yung time between yung you start ka, planting seeds, tapos hanggang dun sa, uy, kumikita na ako?
Ano ba? A matter of months, I guess.
Months lang?
Yeah.
Ang bilis mo naman plant ng seeds. Ang bilis mo kumani. So you're very
Ako taon eh.
Actually, it depends eh. Well, may mga hindi ko rin masabi eh kasi actually kung ano rin yung tinatanim mo, so parang yun lang din yung bumabalik sa and I think it's a matter of sowing and reaping din. So
but when you quit your job as a designer, graphic designer, di ba? How many months were you expecting na okay na kumita na ako after so and so months?
I don't know. Hindi ko masabi eh kung
Kasi basta ginagawa mo.
yeah, I just love what I do. Parang at least I just love what I do.
Okay.
Parang ganun.
Siguro nagmamanifest talaga. If you love what you do, ano na yan eh, parang it just comes naturally. Parang bine-bless na ng universe yung efforts mo.
Nice,
I think that goes hand in hand naman.
Yeah, I
That's
think
true.
it goes with everything. Ako, di ba, trainer, public speaker, and
Author.
author, consultant. The thing that I is when I started doing it, I didn't feel pressured to do it.
Interesting.
And I just kept doing it, even if I had another job, I just kept doing it, and then eventually binabayaran na ako sa thing I like doing.
So for aspiring entrepreneurs who are viewing, ganyan nga, so you just do it on the side, kahit may trabaho ka muna, you just do it on the side, what you love, eventually kikita ka, and you can quit your job if you want to. Ganun lang.
Ganito kasi, ganito
That's
kasi
what
it's a nagging feeling.
Yeah.
Di ba? Alam mo yung parang hindi ka mapakali. Yung parang kating-kati ka na. Kasi it's who you are.
There we go.
Di ba? Kaya kailangan gawin mo. You have to live out. Di ba?
Alright.
Live it out. And see for yourself na okay naman pala maging ako. Okay lang maging totoo.
So anyway, we're actually going to hear them.
Wow.
Well, here Richard demonstrate a whatever this instrument is. Okay, it's. I'm curious to find out.
It's a piece of art.
It's a piece of art that actually makes music.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to hear it right after this break. Don't you leave that. All right, right after the break.
Threatening.
I'm in transit, traveling the earth, heaven and hell of your mind's eye, carrying in my womb your long English lines that walk and run and drive and breathe with me. Words in your garden, your forbidden tree. See, I am fascinated, picking and biting your unsaid poetry that manifests itself in social interaction. I can get no satisfaction wanting more of you every single day. In my hand is a ticket, enough for a trip to go all the way to blissful eternity. Forget everything else but my memory that decides and the smoke that surrounds you. The window of your eyes has given me full view. It doesn't matter that my lungs are weak. I can only let my heart lead. Thank you.
Sample, but we don't have much time left.
It was
so
eerie,
we'll do this
yeah.
standing up. All right?
Yeah. First, let's introduce.
Yeah,
Marty. Marty, how are
Hi,
you?
Marty.
What
You didn't see her a while ago?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, she was directing us from the back.
What do you call this instrument?
A djembe or an African drum.
Walang ano.
Djembe. Wow, meron. Yes.
You have.
Go, go, go.
So that's an African drum?
Yeah, a djembe.
What's the difference between that and the
There's so many drums that are, so this is just a smaller version.
Wow.
Okay, all right. So, and
Thank
what do
you
you
for
call
your-
this? What do you call this?
And check out this.
What I call ensemblage.
Ensemblage.
Yeah, combination of ensemble and assemblage. Sculpture
Sculpture
and assemblage.
You assembled it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
And,
I'm translating.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sculpture assembled and
ensemble.
ensemble.
Yeah.
Okay.
In an orchestra.
Oh,
Wow.
so it's an assembled orchestra.
Yes,
That's a piece of art.
Yes,
So
Functional
many
art.
elements.
Functional art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, is this literally a doorknob?
yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So we have a doorknob.
Yeah. And what does it do? May I?
Yeah.
All right. So this has a function. That's where the sound came from.
Oh, yeah,
Making
okay.
sound.
And this was from the aparador, I think.
It's a piano part.
That's a
Piano part,
Piano
okay.
parts. Yeah.
And there's a
And
string.
that's from your car.
No,
No, right.
It's a handbrake.
Right.
You disassembled your car. Wow, this is interesting. How did you come up with this concept?
Actually, when I started sorting things like yung mga scrap parts, my uncle used to be in a consultant of a piano company, and then nag-collect lang ako sa kanya ng mga scrap na piano parts. That's how I started. And then eventually nakabuo ako ng ilang parts na standing, and then nag-come up din ako with an instrument. Actually, this was my second instrument.
Second na yan, okay.
Yeah, the first one was ensam, and I just played the word ensam and assemblage, so it becomes ensemblage.
When you hear it, it sort of brings out an ambience of like
Eeriness.
an eerie thing, and then you hear Kooky's voice over the
So
and
calm.
Like, God, what world is this?
Yeah, if you close your eyes, you
Still in
wouldn't know where
business.
you
You
are.
don't know where you are, right?
Just transformed your set.
Yeah, that was cool. Actually, I think the yellow background didn't do it justice. we should have had dark blue or something like that, right? Yeah, and purples and stuff, right? And lights highlighting that. That's great. I mean, how did you come up with that idea, that instrument?
Well, like what I've said, I started with yung mga sculptures na freestanding, and then eventually nag-come up ako with wall-mounted na mga sculptures.
Did you know it was going to sound that way when you made it?
Sort of like. Kasi,
Wow.
Sort of like. Kasi it's just the effects that I used, which is the delay, just to delay the strings and all the percussive sounds of this. The wood.
Even the wood has...
Yes.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I put a transducer under it so that it will sound, everything will sound.
Wow. Now I want to
Sounds
try
like
it.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like something, from a movie, like Space Odyssey.
Like that. Yeah. Actually, this one is originally designed siya ng parang gyro, a percussive instrument. So, a Latin instrument.
So meron palang ganyan. So akala ko walang function yan.
Yan.
Yan pala. may
Doorknob
function.
talaga favorite ko. May I play this
Come
eerie
on.
sound?
Yeah.
How do you make that creepy sound? I mean, like...
It's like somebody came.
Please do not play this at night.
Your
parang
hair
galing,
starts standing up at the back of your head. You're this thing.
Pero it's built for this, no, for your
Anyway, we're about
Yeah.
time already. So,
your final question.
my final question: when are you going to? I mean, what other than tomorrow, which is at SM? Are there any other events, or are anything else you're promoting?
We're gonna launch Picket Lines. Marty's my project manager, and she's gonna
Okay,
Oh,
where
yeah,
are
by
you
the way,
launching
the
this?
honors of promoting
Okay,
the.
you can
book.
follow us on
Yeah.
Facebook, Picket Lines, and on Twitter,
Picket Lines.
Picket_Lines. You can also follow Romancing Venus page, and at the same time, you can add Kooky, Tuason, and Marty Tengco. We will always update all social media with regard to the launch of Picket Lines.
Picket Lines.
And for all gigs and concerts, whatever, we'll always update the Facebook page. Also for Richard Tuason, he is also online, social media, Twitter, Facebook. Just add him up, and definitely he'll update for all gigs and sculpture events whatsoever.
Okay.
I like that you're tapping the African drum while you talk.
For emphasis.
Guys, I just want to say, by the way, facebook.com/picket_lines.
That's for Twitter though. Sorry, Picket_lines for Twitter.
For Twitter.
For Facebook, it's just Picket Lines.
Picket Lines, one word, facebook.com. Well, they think.
That's
All right.
correct.
So, just like your music, and just like your spoken word, just like art, we're all about connecting, not perfecting, right?
Yes.
And the same with business. So I'll see you and connect with you next week on the SME Forum.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.